Let me show you four most important systems that you must have if you handle recurring clients. So maybe you are a coach or your services involves, having customers always pay you by the end of the month or by the end of a quarter or in a 14-day interval, whatever. But basically, you just having recurring clients that have to come in and pay every time to continue enjoying your service. This is a system that will allow you to get paid by these customers early and always on time. So you don't go around chasing these customers or these clients to get money from them. So this system is actually a bundle of four. So all of them work together for your good. So the first system is going to be the invoice generation. So after the duration, say you work with them per month. So at the end of 30 days, this system is going to go ahead and or when their time is almost due. So you are going to have a database where you write down when their payment is due. So say their payment is always due every 15, say their payment is always due every 12th of the new month, or whatever time their payment is always due. So what this first system is going to do is go into your database, search for the client whose payment is almost due. So whenever it's close to the time that the client is supposed to pay, the system will automatically flag them as due or their payment as due. So that is what this is going to work with. So it will work with those that their payments are tagged as due. So what it will do is go in and create an invoice for them using your template. So you are going to attach your template here, and it's going to go in here and create all of your details here for them. I'm going to go in and create the invoice for them using all of the details that it gets from the database. So it's going to get the rates, the discount, the everything it gets here. It's going to get everything here, the tax, the discount, everything. It's going to get it from here. It's going to use that to generate the invoice. So once it generates the invoice, it will go ahead and download that invoice into your Google Drive. But this invoice here is a spreadsheet. So you don't want to send a spreadsheet over to your clients because that means they can edit it. You need to send a PDF to them so that they cannot easily manipulate it, right? So that's what we use this to do. We go ahead and convert that spreadsheet into a PDF, and we upload that as a final copy in our drive. Now that we have that uploaded in our drive, the second system picks up, which is the system that is going to go in and send the invoice to them, also take time to remind them of their payment. So what the system is going to do is watch for clients whose payment, like we already said, are due. So we say that they have not paid and their payment is due. So what is going to happen is that it's going to calculate how many days is remaining for them to pay. And then, if it's 21 days to the payment, it's going to go ahead and send them their first the first email with the invoice and everything it needs. It's going to send them that first email and then updates our database that has sent the first email with the invoice, and then subsequently it will send the follow-up email reminding them of their payment until they pay. So when they finally respond to our email to pay and they finally pay, we are going to use this third system, which is the receipt system. We use this to collect their receipt. So normally we will tell them that, once you make payments, please send us an email with your evidence or proof of payment. So once they do that, we're going to watch for that email, and then we'll receive that receipt that they sent to us, and then we'll upload it in our own database so that we'll always have a database of all the receipts that our clients are sent to us. And then we'll go in and then extract the necessary information from that in receipt. So say the customer name, how much they paid, the time they made payment, every information that is important to us, we're going to go in and extract that from the receipt that they sent to us, and then we'll update our Google Sheet with that new details. And then we go in and also send a notification to our accountant so the accountant can also manually confirm that payment. And this would be good if you use direct bank transfers and all of that. But if it's a Stripe payment, you can just go ahead and ignore this because Stripe already handles all of that, or third party payments, because they will handle all of that. But if it's like a direct payment, you might want to have your accountant have a second look at that as well to be sure that the payment came through. So once your accountant confirms that the payments came through, the fourth system, which is the last one, is going to receive the information from the accountant, which is going to be the one that is sent from Slack, and then it will also generate a good response. It will also extract all the details of the message that the accountant has sent, and then search for the people or the person with the name or the right customers that our accountant is talking about, and then it will update their role and update them to being paid and send them a final email telling them that, we have seen your payment and we have confirmed that payment. So thank you for using our service, and we would continue, and all those sweet stuff that you just tell your customer or your client, right? So ideally, with this kind of system, you would realize that recurring payments that used to take you a lot to go in, generate their, get their invoice, manually update it, create that invoice for them, and then go in and send them their email with the invoice, and then always remember to go in and remind them that, oh, they have not paid. And when they finally paid, you are, scrolling through all emails or sifting through all emails to get the receipt to go. That's a lot of work, right? That will take you at least, I don't know, days to actually be able to have something this structured if you are doing it manually. But with systems like this, you can have all of this structure within your fingertips. So anytime you just want information about a client, like when they paid, have they paid, or they have not paid, you just go into your database and it gives you all the data that you need about that client without necessarily having to lift a finger. I really hope you found these systems useful. If you want these setups, you can let me know. And if you want a custom setup for your business, you can send me a DM on LinkedIn. And if you have any questions concerning this setup, you can also leave it in the comments below. I'll be responding to all of them. And thank you for sticking around. Please, if you like videos like this, subscribe. And if you think you know someone that might find these systems useful, please share this video to them. And I'll be seeing you in my next one. Bye. Mwah.